Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're continuing exactly where we left off from the previous video. And shit, I have to read the contents. The content warnings. 1 second. So content warnings for episode 3. Amputation. Child amputation. Unreality. Hanging, implied parental abuse, mild jumpscares, substance abuse, disturbing imagery situations, stalking, auditory gore, murder. Okay. The thing is that some things might not happen because on the episode 2 it was saying child death, but it didn't happen because of my choices apparently. Otherwise, it would have happened. Maybe. Oh shit, someone could have died. Okay, yeah, that's the content warnings. Okay? So, you know, carefully. Hopefully nothing of those things is gonna happen. And yeah, let's continue. Proceed if you dare. If you'd like to continue with this whole state, yeah, please save your game now, okay. I did. Would you like to see a recap before starting episode 3? No. Before that, I want to see something. Okay, so every other... Okay, yeah, because it's day. Okay, Tuesday, major decisions. Woke up in my cousin's guest room. Checked in on the dresser possum. Found a sickly boot print in the garden. Told Avery the truth about last night's encounters in the woods. Had tea with Avery at the diner. Walked with Stella to the mines. Spoke to 3 groups of miners and was caught by Tabitha. Warned Tabitha about the teen sneaking into the showmine and waiting for her before going in. Managed to escape the mine collapse without any injuries. Nice! Nice. You managed to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the showmines still stuck to your skin. Take a shower. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. Jesus. The water is hot and surprisingly enough clean. As steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain, every minute feels like another thread holding this town together. What? Every minute feels like another thread holding this town together starts to unravel. Thoughts of doom consume. Much of him lying there. Think about someone special. How many times he puts you on scene? Every minute, consumes you live down here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Time to start your day. Check on the opossum. It has a friend! There are 2 of them now. Wave at them. You wave down at the opossum, they look up at you. Look at this. Can I pet them? Can I pet them? This looks friendly now. I want to pet them. I'm gonna close the dresser. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna... Because one looks friendly, the other one doesn't. You have enough of the growing family of opossums that live in your dresser, at least for the time being. Look out the window. You hold your breath and approach the bedroom window. After finding the footprint, nothing is there. Oi! Wait, what is that? Do you see that? After finding that footprint and viscera in the garden yesterday, you can't help but anticipate something staring back at you. But there is just the viscera thing. It's the same view. No, it's not. Turn back. You turn back to the guest room. Check the closet. Still there. Every time you see the doll, your head skips a beat. It hasn't moved, right? No, it hasn't. Turn back. That's enough of the closet. You turn back to the guest room, message your group chat with Stella and Kanika. Yeah. Open up your group chat with Stella and Kanika. Y'all, I actually bonded with Tabitha last night. Y'all, I actually bonded with Tabitha last night. Probably a bit before you get the response. Text Stella. You pull out your phone to text Stella. Are you holding up? I don't want to text her, to be honest. I'm gonna send her a creepy mask or whatever. Probably be, yeah. Text Kanika. Oh god. How are things with Miles? Head downstairs. You've done everything you've wanted to up here. It's time to start your day. Oh. Oh, I'm hungry. I'm very hungry. You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate. Oh, she's in alone. Her fruit glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-headed woman busies herself trying to tidy as best as she can. Tabitha sidesteps to the corner of the room, almost as if she's ashamed of being caught in the act of stress eating ice cream for breakfast. Address the red-haired woman. Hi, I'm Timmy. Good morning, I'm Janie. Just here to do my little weekly cleaning. Whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okay, it's so nice to finally meet you, Timmy. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Yeah, it was a woman with a kid, yeah? Janie. But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are two completely different things, I suppose. Thanks. All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company. What with everything that's... Janie! Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha crumbles in acknowledgement. Oh, are we having ice cream for breakfast? I'll have no sauce from you today. There was a massive mine collapse last night that almost got my cousin killed. So I'm under a lot of stress right now, in case you hadn't put that together. And there is no we here. This stuff is way too hard to get a hold of for me to share. Hey! Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible's wound up happening, so you're coming with me. Yay, causing bonding time. Can't just take away my freedom like that. I'll meet you outside. I want to talk with her. Sure, I'll meet you outside. Given your track record, if I let you out of my sight, you probably just disappear into the wilderness, only to return in the middle of the night after burning down City Hall. If I'm lucky, you'll give me a call at some point between dousing the building in kerosene and lighting the match. Janie, lock up when you leave, please, and don't go rearranging anything, I'll know. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Timmy, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. You two did right by those things, though. What a blessing, everyone getting out of the situation all right. It was an unavoidable tragedy, but I'm afraid there's more to come. Coming once a week, right? What do you do with the rest of your time? Last night was an unavoidable tragedy, but I'm afraid there's more to come. Oh dear, that sounds just dreadful. Have you considered stopping by the church at some point this week? My husband's the pastor. Oh, and he's been going absolutely stir crazy since we've moved here. What with nobody really attending sermons. It probably took him a lot of good to talk you through your worries. Wait, you're married to the creepy youth pastor I've been hearing about? Creepy youth pastor. Maybe we'll see. I don't want to say that, because I don't know the dude. Just because I heard about him, that doesn't mean I know him. Maybe we'll see. Oh, take your time, of course. You're here all week, after all. Just know that you can stop by the church anytime. The door is always open. You only come here... Yeah. You only come in once a week, right? What do you do with the rest of your time? Oh, odd jobs mostly. Weeding gardens, cleaning houses, watching kids, that sort of thing. Enough dawdling. We're leaving. Jesus, woman. You and Tabitha walked through the doors of the estate and into her car. The ride to town is uneventful. Your cousin unsurprisingly more focused on the road than on making conversation. Oh, why she always does that? Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. What are we doing at the general store? Picking up tea from Sybil. Oh, neat. What kind of tea? I don't know. The kind Sybil makes. She makes a bunch of weird stuff. I don't know what all of it is. What all of it is called. Wait, they're not kidding me about tea plants. Jeez. After everything that happened the past 2 days, it's nice to just go on an errand. Exactly. You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Shit. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. Shut up. Out of curiosity, would you call yourself happy? Would you call yourself happy? You don't look that much. Tabitha pulls back, surprised by your question. The lessons we learn from loss are often more powerful than those we learn from victory. I'm unhappy because I took too long to learn life's difficult truths. We're burning daylight, come on already. The bell of the general store chimes as you cross the threshold. The smell of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Timmy, if you'd like to keep Matt's company, Tabitha and I would just be a minute. One of me for being odd. Is Kanika okay? Of course, it just needs time to cool down. Emotions are a little high considering everything that happened yesterday. She settled down soon enough. I'm just glad both of my little ones made it out okay. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with a tinkling of bells. Keen-eyed, try and listen in. You walk up to the door of the tea room to listen in. Subtle. I know it took a little longer than you hoped, but this was fairly short notice. Sybil pauses, and a moment later you hear footsteps move to the far end of the tea room. She and Tabitha resume their discussion, their voices hushed. You can only make out bits and pieces of what they're saying. Is there? Yes, make sure this is all not inside. Outside then, don't assume you know. I know what I'm... Your listening session is halted as the tinkling of bells announce another patron. Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're Dimi, aren't you? Oh, it's Bo. My name is Bo. I'm Doug's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. The policeman told me you saw what happened to my daddy. I'm so sorry for your loss. I could have saved him. I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you. The policeman said he might just be out hunting somewhere. But me and my mama both know he ain't coming back. Mama's pretty broken up about it. I'm trying to hold it together, since I'm the man of the house now, but it ain't easy. Me and him were supposed to bring Big Betty to the state fair this week. But now he's gone, and as of this morning, so is she? Oh shit. So suppose... not the mom. I thought the mom. So I suppose if I'm not going to the fair, I may as well make myself useful and get out in the woods to look for what's left of my daddy. You was there, right? Could you tell me where to look so I can try and find him? It's dangerous up there, I wouldn't go poking around. I don't think you want to see him like that. Your dad was killed by ditchlings. I'll say that first. Your dad was killed by ditchlings. They're monsters that show up when something bad is going to happen, and they're the things that have been stealing your chickens. I had never heard of a ditchling before, but whatever they are, they won't stop me from trying to find my daddy. Have you seen anything strange on the farm the past couple of days? Not really, no, but I've been awful busy, with everything that's still been happening. Them chickens keep disappearing though. Is Big Betty one of your chickens? Nah, she ain't a chicken. Big Betty's our prized pumpkin. She was a big lady too. I'd expect she was at least 2,000 pounds. Not too easy to move something like that. Could be she rolled off down a hill, but I can't be looking for her just yet, what with everything else going on. I don't want to tell him. I can't tell you where he is, it's not safe. But it's not, it's his dad. What should I do? Should I, I'm gonna be here 5 hours now. I don't know what to do. Remain silent? Cause he's gonna keep looking anyway, right? I'm gonna tell him. I mean, if it was someone from my family, I would want to for them to tell me. Hey, ice cream truck. It's safe, it's not safe, it's not my decision. It's his dad, so I'm gonna tell him. He died on the northeast edge of town, off the Yaskina Trail. Thank you, Timmy. I appreciate you trying to help us out. I don't rest easy knowing he's out there somewhere all by his lonesome. And please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. Oh, Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god, hey, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast, meet at library after and figure out plan. Also, oh my god, you gotta tell me about it, the Tabitha bonding. The last thing I need to hear is anything that humanizes that woman. And then it buzzes again. Stella sends you back an image of an exhausted daily. Hey again, well, if you want to come over for breakfast, do not hate it. And then it buzzes yet again, somebody was busy this morning. Oh hey again, if you wanna hang out before the library thing, I'm parked in the abandoned lot by the gas station, it's hard to miss. You have plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house. Swing by Stella's, check in on Oscar. Go to the diner to see Avery. Wait for that. I think that's like a romance option. I'm gonna go see Avery. Should I? Kanika no. Swing by Stella's. I don't want to. She's pissing me off. Wait for Tabitha, yeah, probably. Check in on Oscar, probably I will have to do that. Go to diner to see Avery. Wait, you have plenty of time. I can do most of them, yeah? Go to the diner. What? The diner is busy, but its vibe is different than the past 2 days. Its atmosphere muted and serious. Everyone's there. The miners glance up at you with suspicion. Hi. Hey! Good to see you alive and well. You caught me at a good time. Break just started. I heard about what happened last night. The diner has been buzzing all morning, so I've been hearing a lot of things. As you settled into the book, the miners turned back towards the table and continued whatever it is they were discussing when you came in. Listening? Listening. It's that person who was asking all those questions yesterday. Are you sure it's safe talking here? Screw the is it safe shit, we're not backing down. The wheels are in motion at this point, it's just a question of when. Oh shit. Who the hell unsigns war the day after a massive cave-in? That hurt the speech. We're on the same wavelength, Isaacs. She had me sign up for a 5 AM shift. I don't give a rat's ass about your quotas. I'm not risking my life for her bottom line, not for what she pays me. She's finally gonna see consequences for all she's done. Oh shit. Seems like those fellas back there are getting pretty riled up. It might be a good idea to give them some privacy, especially considering you know you're related to. How about we take some biscuits to go? There's a little garden next door, I think you might like it. I like it anyway. I've already overheard enough to know what's going on. Sharp ears. It gets pretty loud in here. Let's bounce. 2 biscuits to go if you don't mind, Sal. The sour-faced cook nods and sets a box on the counter. See ya, Aunt Winnie. Don't get my Avery into any trouble. I've heard about what you've been getting up to, and if anything happens to them, you'll learn the true wrath of a certain woman. We'll be sticking around the neighborhood unless a sinkhole opens up. I can't imagine there's much trouble to get into. And this is the spot. It's a public garden I've been putting together. Oh shit! It was just an empty lot when I first moved here, but Winnie said it was okay for me to mess with it. So when I'm stuck in a rut with work or music, oh, I come here and dig around in the dirt, just organizing the chaos for a little while. So he's into music as well. But I don't think we came here to talk about my side projects. I've been hearing some absolutely wild stuff about last night. I mean, I don't know how much you overheard in the diner, but it seems like the miners are planning a strike. Some of them have been saying that the old mine is haunted too. That ghost caused the collapse. And that there's some guy walking around claiming to be a dead man. Things are pretty hush about the collapse, but you guys were down there last night, weren't you? What happened? Text Tabitha about the strike. Should I tell her? Can I do more? Okay, yeah, I figured out the strike thing. Those miners weren't exactly subtle. Yeah, and all it took was a mine collapse. No one got hurt, but still, it was a long time coming. This clash was inevitable, as are all classes when power is in play. Sure, that's life, isn't it? I don't know about you, but I'm rooting for the underdog here. Fill Avery in on last night. You do your best to sound sane as you fill Avery in on all the details of what happened in the mines. The knocking, the ghostly figures of dust and light, the strange episode with the stone, and of course the violent way it all ended. Holy shit, between this and all the stuff that happened in the woods, it's like this town personally has it in for you. It must be my scarlet blood. It's like a curse or something. I could feel the chains of destiny drag me here. Destiny isn't usually fun. That's an outlook. I guess it depends on your definition of fun though. I don't really like to admit it, but it's kind of exciting, isn't it? Things actually happening here. I just wish I weren't hearing about it secondhand. Seems like that's how I hear about a lot of things in town. I guess I should be glad I haven't been in the middle of all that danger, but at the same time I want to know what those ghost miners look like, you know? I want to have seen those awful little things that live in the woods. But I also hope it quiets down. The past 2 days have probably been as much horror as this little town can handle. Sorry, I must seem a little off my rocket. Flirt. You wanna trade places with... I don't understand how that can be different. Whatever. No, I get it. I'm a thrill seeker too. I think it's natural to feel a little excited. You're probably right. It's just part of being human, isn't it? I guess I should technically hope I don't find myself in the middle of something horrific, but if I did, I don't think I'd hate it. Well, people are dying, so a quiet breeze passes over you. You're hot. Oh my god. Want to come ghost hunting with us? Oh. Are you a musician? Let's do that first. You mentioned music when we first got here. Are you a musician? Yeah, I've got a SoundCloud and everything. It's pretty much what I want to do with the rest of my life, whether it winds up being profitable or not. I'd love to hear. Love to hear your stuff sometime. Oh, thanks. I'll send you the link, but you'll hear some at the party this Saturday if you swing by. Party? Also, don't worry if it's not your kind of thing. I don't expect everyone I know to vibe with it, so no pressure. What are you playing? Synths. I've got 3 of them, and I have more, but I promised myself I'd only add to the collection when I master the ones I already have. I started with bass guitar, though. Don't ask me why. The bass just called to me. You come ghost hunting with us tonight. Me, Stella, and Kanika are we're gonna ghost past Oscar's house. I think around sundown. Ghost hunting? Hell yes! Count me in. I don't know if I believe in ghosts, but with the sort of freaky stuff Scarlet Hollow has been throwing at you this week, I guess I'll be prepared for anything. Thanks for thinking to invite me. I really appreciate that. What do you honestly think about this town? It's definitely quiet. It's good to have hobbies, to try and stay busy, but yeah, it gets boring. You don't tend to meet many new people or try new things, but it's cheap and Winnie pays me as much higher wage than I'd make in the city. So I'm gonna stick around, save up, maybe eventually I'll move someplace else. Don't like to think I'll wind up stuck at the diner for the rest of my life. But I don't know where I'd move either. Hopefully I'll figure it out one day. It seems like you've made good friends here. Oh, sure. Kanika's friendly, though she's usually busy with the store. And Stella's is one of the nicest people I know, and she stops by the diner at least a couple times a week to say hi. But I still don't feel like I know her. It's like she has some kind of wall up. It's the same for a lot of folks around town, honestly. Most of them grew up together, so they don't talk about the tougher parts of their lives. They just know each other so well. And someone like me, transplant I don't trust, doesn't know about any of it. And it's not my business to ask. So I'm polite. I do my job, I go home, I take care of my plants. I wake up the next day and do it all again, in a town full of friendly strangers. You sound unhappy. I wouldn't say that. This is the happiest I've ever been. And it's not like I'm all done. I have Aunt Winnie, still. As chill as she is, there are things you just don't talk about with your aunt. So I guess I'm not unhappy, just a little lonely. Oh. Stella, Stella has walls. She's so friendly and open. No, those walls, yeah. It does have. Sometimes it feels like we're dealing with different realities. Yeah, you notice them after a while. Things it doesn't quite say. Things she's hiding even from herself. I think she struggles to process bad things that happened to her. She just pretends they never happened. Maybe hoping that means she can pretend to live in a world where they didn't. But they still impact her, like the car thing. Then if you try to talk to her about it, walls. You seem to get along with Sibyl. That's more of a business relationship. We only ever talk about tea. Maybe the weather if she's feeling chatty, so I can't say I actually know her. And Avery glances around before continuing. I don't know if you feel the same way, but there's something strange about Sibyl. I can't get a read on her at all. I feel like she makes it impossible to really get to know her. When we hung out with Kanika yesterday, it felt like she and Stella hadn't really hung out in a while. Yes, she's usually either working or too exhausted from work to hang out. The fact that you even got that FaceTime shows how serious things are getting around here. People here seem fine to me, at least some of them. I know what you mean. I feel like everyone here is hiding something from me. That's pretty refreshing to hear, to be honest. I'm glad there's finally a new stranger in town I can talk to about this stuff. The miners come and go, sure, but they have their own little community, and it's much more accepting of new people. The rest of Scarlet Hollow, though? I don't know. Maybe I just miss the city. So you like plants? Couldn't you tell? You should see my place. It's practically a jungle. Oh, nice. I've got pothos, monstera, hylia, a few varieties of fern and peperomias. I'll spare you the full roster. It'll take all day. For say a gift. Any plans I should avoid? Do you have a favorite? It'd have to be my dragon scale alocasia? I'll admit it's partly because it's called dragon scale, like it's some plant from a fantasy world. It's also a cutting from one of my online plant friends. Life got pretty busy, so we don't talk much anymore, but every time I look at the plant, it reminds me that someone cared enough to package it up and send it to me. Plus, the leaves look like a big, puffy cartoon. Excellent quality in a plant. For say, a gift. Any plants I should avoid. A gift? You don't have to go to all that trouble. I should probably get you something. You're the one who's in town because of a family tragedy. But just in case it's handy, the only kind of plant that never did it for me is succulents. I really like succulents. I need something that reminds me it's a living thing and not a fancy kind of rock that I water every now and then. Don't tell anyone I said that. Folks in town keep getting me succulents as gifts and I don't want them to think I don't appreciate the gesture. They're perfect babies. How dare you say that about succulents? They're perfect babies. What can I say? They're just not my thing. You can have all of mine. If anyone asks, I'll just say they died. Then everybody can be happy and I'd have a vacant shelf to fill with new cuttings. Return. Is everything in this garden yours? I mean, technically it's a public garden, but yeah, pretty much every piece of green you see here is something I've personally planted. Once my house filled up, I had to direct all that energy somewhere. So I put all of it into the vacant lot next to the diner. I didn't make the frames or the benches, that was Julius, but everything else was me. A lot of these are the native plants that were already growing in the lot, though I couldn't help but add a few of my personal faves. Hydrangeas and begonias and that sort of thing, and plenty of beds of edible plants. And I'm about to put in a batch of mums, but with the season changing, it just doesn't feel like autumn without them. Who's Julius? You know the guy who sits in the back of the diner reading the newspaper? That's Julius. Oh. He lives out in the farms, but the diner is practically his second home. He's there every day reading his newspaper and drinking at least a pot's worth of coffee. He muttered some gross things to himself when I came in the other day. He lied. Ears like a bat, Timmy. Gotta be careful what I say on the other side of the room from you. Really? But yeah, he's a bit of a strange dude. Kind of like some sort of whiz-grunting gnome. I can't say I ever really talked to the guy despite him being in there almost every day. But one day I was chatting with Winnie about how I was looking for a bench for a garden, and the next morning there it was. A hand-carved bench. sitting in the garden. I thought it must have been Winnie, but that day when I brought Julius a coffee, he asked me if I liked the bench. I said yes, and he grumbled that you're welcome before going back to his paper. He did it a lot after that, and mentioned something I needed to Winnie, and sure enough, the next day he'd be waiting in the garden. That's weird. Julius and I talk a little more these days, and I've even been to his house to pick up a new frame for one of the beds. But he's a man of few words, strikes me as a bit of a loner. Maybe he feels some kind of kindred connection between us, I don't know. I didn't see him there today. Yeah, he hasn't been in. He left early yesterday, and I haven't seen him at all today. Maybe he's working on something. I might start getting worried if he doesn't show up tomorrow. I don't think anyone else really checks in on that guy. Enjoy a quiet moment. I'm not gonna tell him he's hot. Thank you, no. You let the breeze wash over you as you enjoy a quiet moment in Avery's garden. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Almost forgot it's May or Jimmy Day. Good excuse to head over to the library. We should check in with Oscar and Rosalina. Meet you there in half an hour. I totally blanked on that. Been having a weird foggy morning. Why that they're still doing the May or Jimmy thing, even after last night? Do you think news has spread yet? But yeah, we should go see Oscar. See you soon. That's a lot of texts. Just Kanika and Stella making plans for Mayor Jimmy Day. Oh, it's Mayor Jimmy Day, hell yeah. He's one of the best parts of living here, honestly. I still got a little bit of time to kill before my shift starts back up, and I'm sure Aunt Winnie won't mind. Let's get over there before there's too much of a crowd. Oh, okay. You and Avery make your way to the library. It's busier than usual. A small crowd has already formed in a corner of the main foyer. Oh hey, Dimmy. And Avery too. Hey, can't believe I'd almost forgotten about Mayor Jimmy Day. Surprised to see you here, Dimmy. I half expected you to have finally skipped town. The fuck? Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Dimmy to the mayor for like the entire time I've known her. It'll be worth it, trust us. Alright, shall we? What? Look at here. Look at here. What the f... A dog is the mayor. He's a dog. Not only is this mayor a dog, but judging from the series of portraits lining the walls, every mayor of Scarlet Hollow has also been a dog. You're joking. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. And unless you're mistaken, the serious man by his side is Deputy Franklin, one of the policemen you spoke to, following your encounter in the woods on Monday. What the fuck? He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. Seriously? It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. Shake his paw. You reach forward to take Mayor's little paw in your hand, but his abrupt security detail stops you. No paw shaking, only headbutts and ear scratches allowed. Isn't he just the cutest? I still can't believe they have a dog as a mayor. It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow besides the nature. Who is taking care of things? The policeman? That's... I don't know what to say. And all my friends? And Winnie's biscuits? Oh, and the close-knit small-town community, of course. But having a dog mayor is a close fifth, no contest. Who is taking care of stuff? When you have a problem, who are you talking to? What? He's pretty cute too. It's almost like he really thinks he's the mayor, the way he sits all regal like that. Avery turns to you conspiratorially. Though to be honest, I voted for Daisy in the last election, but don't tell him that. I think Just heard it. Oh shit! Gretchen screams in Stella's arms, training to get at Mayor Jim. Oh, she really doesn't like him. Hey, whoa, Gretchen, calm down out there. You're gonna put a muscle. Miss Richmond, I'm gonna have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor. I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. What the hell? Stella walks off, struggling to hold Gretchen back. Annika and Avery are quick to follow them. It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Ah, that's the pastor. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Is that the pastor? Because he has the cross. I haven't seen anyone else having cross. It's hard to put a finger on it, but something compels you to dislike him. Yeah, actually. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Timmy. Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. I doubt Berlin's in a better place. It sounds like she was awful. Let's not kid ourselves. We both know Berlin's in hell. Oh, you must be the creepy pastor I've been hearing about. It sounds like she was awful. Oh, I'm sure she wasn't that bad. Most people are good deep down inside. It's best not to speak ill of the dead. Janie mentioned you this morning. Do you know anything about ghosts? Ghosts? I've never encountered one myself, but I have heard stories of folks who have been visited by their loved ones from beyond the grave, and it seems like it provides them with a sort of spiritual healing, like their beloved relatives are watching over them, even in death. Is this about Berlin, or perhaps your mother? Have you been visited by her? I think we need an exorcism. No. Should I say that? Oscar's place is haunted. Oh, like a Scooby-Doo episode or something. I'm afraid I don't buy to that particular notion. It's a bit too spiritualist. Now, if it were a vision of one of his parents trying to contact him from heaven, I could understand that. Why everyone should be on heaven. It is. But I simply don't believe in malicious spirits, lingering neither in heaven or hell, jumping out of closets to scare us. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for whatever it is he saw. You believe in some ghosts and not others? What makes you an authority on that? Yeah, that's weird. You believe in some ghosts and not others. What makes you an authority on that? I do have a degree from one of the top seminaries in the country. A degree means shit. I took a whole class on ghosts, so I suppose that does give me a certain authority in this situation. No, it doesn't. Well, I trust Oscar. Will you help us ghost hunt tonight? I don't want to bring him. I trust Oscar. I'm sure Mr. Gutierrez saw something, but I'm just suggesting he may have misinterpreted a sign from the beyond. A lot of folks are frightened when presented with such visions. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Jamie mentioned you this morning. That woman is the light of my life. I'm so glad she's there to help your cousin through this rough patch. I'm not gonna say that. Back off, preacher man. I ain't buying what you're saying. I should go. I was nice meeting you, though. It wasn't, but I should be nice. Of course, and if you find yourself in need of counseling or spiritual guidance, you know where to find me. No. Remain silent. You have nothing more to say to this man. Don't worry, I'm not trying to sell you anything. Just thought I'd extend the offer in case you needed someone to talk to. Yeah, I have people, thank you. The church's doors are open if you ever change your mind. Have a blessed day, Timmy. You are weird. He's weird. I don't know. The pastor leaves you be and joins the line to see the mayor. Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. Go after them. You find them already talking to Oscar deeper into the library. Are you sure we can just get it over with while the sun is up? I don't know if I can handle getting scared shitless in the dark 2 nights in a row. I wish we could, especially since I'm not particularly excited about going back in there after dark either. But I'm pretty sure it only comes out when the sun goes down. Is that just like a ghost, waiting until you're at the most freaked out to freak you out even more? Yeah, there's no way I'm going in until that spirit is at full power. I want to be sure we get the best evidence possible. This could be my one shot to get real proof of ghosts. I'm not gonna waste it just because I'm impatient. You are gonna be the death of me. I just hope it's possible to get rid of this thing. This is a pretty serious ghost infestation. Is that what you call something like this? I believe it's called a haunting. But ghost infestation also sounds good. I suppose we're the ghost hunters, so we can call it whatever we want. Is there anything I should bring? I've never done an exorcism or ghost bust before. Are there any tips you'll have for a novice like me? Oh, don't worry, I'll be bringing all the ghost hunting supplies anyone could ever need. The only thing you'll need to bring is an open mind. Don't worry, Oscar will fix this. I'm not sure about that, but we'll try. Heck yeah, we will. Yeah, whatever this is, we'll get to the bottom of it tonight. Thanks, guys, I really appreciate it. Well, if we're not doing the hunt now, I guess we should head over to Reese's. Absolutely, come on Timmy, time to go bother our friend. I'll catch you all at sundown, can't wait to get traumatized by a ghost tonight. Can never tell if you're joking. I'm not, I live for the thrill. I hope it's everything Oscar says it is and more. Catch you all at sundown. What about Tabitha? Be careful what you wish for, see you all soon. Time to go. If I invite Tabitha ghost hunting. Yeah! Invite Tabitha to go ghost hunting secret. No, I'm gonna invite her anyway, even if I don't like it. Please don't. I will. Oh my god, yes! Can you imagine how much fun that would be if she actually shows? Stella, come on, I know you think you have some sort of a bond with her, but she's awful, she isn't even nice to you. You just haven't given her a chance. Maybe if she comes alone tonight, the two of you will finally get along. No. I'm inviting her. Sorry. Kanika sighs as you shoot your cousin a text and invite her to the evening's ghost hunt. Alright, you invited her. Let's not get into it. If you're lucky, she'll be too busy at the mines to even show. Oh, don't say that, Nix. If we're lucky, you will have another opportunity to forge a bond of friendship between the two of you. So, I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. His vibes were bad. Keep trying to make me go to church. He and Janie keep trying to make me go to the church. Yeah, it's like I said, not a lot of people go to church around here. It's not like folks in this town aren't Christians, but he's so creepy. No one wants to sit in the pews in that rundown old church and listen to that guy. Plus the guy was grinning throughout the entirety of my dad's funeral. What the fuck? And I don't mean that in a stigmatizing mental health kind of way. There's just this little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me to get away from him. That's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same way. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. I wonder if the pastor's cursed? What? I felt something odd when he came up to me, and the way everyone dislikes him seems excessive, unnaturally excessive. I know this is weird coming from me, but not everything in town has to be spooky for supernatural reasons. Sometimes people just give off bad vibes. Agreed, we'll allow you to dislike him even though he hasn't done anything wrong. That we know of. Head to Reese's. Alright, so we head out? The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. You once again find yourself in front of Reese's house. Cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hill. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later. The sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. That's just extra time you can spend together. Okay, but what if she yells at us? That's Reese. It's too late, the door swings up. Hey. Reese! Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be Demi, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the Demi updates. Oh, Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip as he tries to get between them. That's weird. Are they here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella. And you brought the dog. Great. That's weird. Yeah, I thought you might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. What? It's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. Unwrap the AC and leave her some treats. You know I always have some of those easy chew dog jerkies stashed away. But we go everywhere together. Do you want to come in or not? Kanika nervously tucks Stella away towards her van. Well, what about you, Demi? Are you coming in? I trust dogs. Why doesn't Gretchen like you, Reese? Should I say that? I really want to say that. But the first impression is gonna be so bad. Trust dogs. Why doesn't Gretchen like you, Reese? No clue. She's always made a fuss around me. Reese doesn't do well with dogs. Now come on in, let's get this over with. What the fuck? You follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind you. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile. Uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought diner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you wandered into a real estate showing. So how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not pattering around in my kitchen. Why is it such a bitch? I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the diner rolls, which shouldn't be long. Wait a minute. Look at his hands. I could see it through here. Look at his finger. The fingernails. That looks weird. And the dog doesn't like him. That's so weird. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go on about your business. Fucking bitch! But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad, you can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yeah, okay, fine, as long as you stay out of the kitchen. I don't care what you get up to. Cool, we'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. You You make your way towards the basement stairs. Oh my god! Wow! Look, I think that's a ghost. That's Wayne. Wow! The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their pads in the corner of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Cooley's face is coated the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. This looks so freaking nice. I loved it. I love this room. Your mom is so scary. Yeah, scarier than that. Definitely. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately, haven't been cleaning much. Anika's right, your mom is scared. So, has Stella told you about everything that happened? So you three go way back, huh? I'm not gonna invite him on the ghost hunt. If he's sick, I don't want to make him worse. Anika's right, your mom is scary. I feel like she used to be less scary, but maybe I was just oblivious as a teen. Speak for yourself. It's possible she's gotten a bit of an edge lately. I think my condition has been stressing her out a lot. It used to be something she thought she could fix, but I think she's kind of accepted that it's just something we have to manage. But even if she's a little hurt, she means well. She's just looking out for me. There are plenty of people out there who'd love to talk to. What the hell? I guess that makes sense. Is isolating you from your friends looking out for you? This one, actually. I don't think... Does she do that? She did turn us away yesterday. You came by yesterday? She didn't tell me. Exactly. I was probably just asleep. She must have forgotten to mention it. I don't know if I would call that isolating. She didn't want to wake me up. I don't think that's her being controlling on anything. Not to cast any doubt on that, but she did say I wouldn't bring you any food. She knows that's how I show my friends how much I appreciate them. And she knows I can work around all kinds of allergies and intolerances. Not gonna lie, it felt weird. I don't know, my body's pretty particular when it comes to food. She just prefers to have full control over what I eat, so... okay, maybe that does sound controlling. But it's for a good reason. If I eat the wrong thing, it would really mess me up, so she has to regulate my food. So has Stella told you about everything that's happened the last couple of days? Oh, she told me all about what you guys have found there. I wish I could see some of it myself, but you know, you guys you see futility towards the walls of the basement. Are you sure you can't sneak out one of these nights? The dog isn't keeping me imprisoned here, Stella. I'm sick, you know that. Sorry, man, I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for, and I appreciate the effort. Really, I do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. That die's already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple of days, weren't we? Do you have any thoughts on the tieflings we've been seeing? Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they looked like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them actually. Tell me what you think. Wow. He puts out a sketchbook from one of the piles in his room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that I'll be lurking around here though? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way if you ask me. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are gonna be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. What do you think is going on with Wayne? Who? You know that guy who's been following Demi around being all ominous? Oh yeah, that slasher kid. Appreciate the classic Jason vibe he has going on. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look, for all our sakes. Do you think the town is doomed? I think everything's probably doomed at some point, but I guess that's answering a different question. Do I think the town of Scarlet Horror is on the brink of collapse? Probably not, but it's not like I have a lot of perspective on what it's like out there. There could be a riot on Main Street, and if Stella or the dog didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you though? I mean, yeah, I hope so. But the point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out there. How do you think of my cousin? She was always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone. Or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change, maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. Kanika. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass, thanks. Your whole situation's gotta be rough, sorry. Thanks, but I've been dealing with this thing for a while, so you don't have to feel sorry for me. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. You're so macabre, Reese. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. Maybe he is. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep most food down. My skin always itches, like there are worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time or a short time, no one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. Jesus. So I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable. But one day I'll wake up in a pine box, just like everyone else. And I'm okay with that. Thank Reese. I may be a goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks guys, but you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. What's your diagnosis, if you don't mind me asking? I don't mind, though the answer isn't very illuminating. It's not one particular thing, but a whole mess of nasty little things that add up to one big diagnosis of bad genes. Guess I put the losing card in the DNA lottery. And hey, it isn't all bad, some of it is just weird, like this. Reese pulls on the skin of his arm, it stretches unnatural. Hyperelasticity. Kinda cool, right? Whoa. Does that not hurt? Nope, it feels fine. Like I said, it gets itchy under the skin sometimes, but I don't know if that's the elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. Your art? Each piece excuses sickening miasma. It's like you can feel something squirming behind the paint, the brush strokes acting as steel bars, grabbing some anguish being within. I feel the emotions you put into this. The writhing just behind the pain, radiating pain and anguish. I know what you mean, I feel it too. When I'm working on them, it's like I'm channeling whatever's plugging me into the paint. And when they're done, I feel like I've been emptied out. And all the vile things inside of me have been sealed away in the canvas. That's why I make so many of them. Sometimes when I return to a piece, it's almost like I'm offering an invitation for those feelings to slither back under my skin. There are some pieces I can't even look at. I hide them until I forget they exist. I'd rather not let those particular feelings back in. Sounds kind of like therapy. That seems healthy, probably. Yeah, art therapy. Sounds like it does you good. Being empty must be better than being full of bad thoughts, right? I think so, it works for me at least. Okay, there are so many questions to do and my throat already hurts. Like a lot. So I'm gonna leave it here. It really hurts. And I'm recording for a long time as well. Bit of a boring episode. Not too much horror. Except for whatever is there now. And too much talking. But whatever. Okay. At least we learned some new things. We met some new people. And something is weird with him and his mom. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, I hope to see you all on the next one.